The big win we found is as soon as we turned on the switch, the technicians are billing between an extra half an hour to 4 hours per month. And all of those are just free revenue, which are adding straight to our bottom line.
When we saw that Target had partnered with CDK, we started to explore Target, and through a proof of concept demonstration, we saw the power that Target had. So, a lot of advantages. One, in the fact that there was a partnership, and that allowed Target to have some expertise around CDK, their data structure, so that we didn't have to try to maintain that in-house from whether it's an ETL perspective or a new development perspective. And then the tool itself or the application itself is just so powerful in its ability to customize the information you wanted to see and make it interactive, as well as having that platform for our users to self-serve, to be able to daily throughout the day go into Target, go into areas that they want to see, as opposed to waiting for maybe what was a weekly report that was sent out on a PDF. And so they didn't have that ability to interact with it, to drill down further, to see different slices of that information. So is data governance important to us? Yes, absolutely. Again, as a large organization, we have a number of different managers who really are focused on different areas or different locations. So it's important that we get the right information to the right people at the right time. So this allowed us, the capabilities of Target allowed us to set up specific roles with specific access, and a lot of ability to customize that too. When we saw that with Target, we thought that was definitely somewhere that we wanted to go to take it to the next level for our reporting and our business intelligence.
But Target's a good fit for Enns Brothers because there's a lot of data that resides within the CDK business system, IntelliDealer. So as an organization, we went out looking for a tool where we could provide that data and distribute it to our management team in a format that would be repeatable and easy to use for the end user, and that's which led us to Target.
The benefits of using CDK and Target together are really the accumulated knowledge that Target now has of the CDK databases. Target has learned it exceptionally well and has a direct line with CDK. With that relationship, they're able to structure reports and also the tables in a way that is able to give us a dashboard without a lot of input from us.
Or why we chose Target as our solution is when we met with several other dealers that had implemented Target. That was a relationship that was established through dealer management system, CDK. And we just liked what we saw as capabilities. We saw there was a partnership that had not been there before between another BI system and CDK. And we just saw this relationship that had potential. And after talking to other dealers, we just felt like it was a great fit for us. And going into it, we knew we were going to have some in-house development, but Target did an awesome job of covering that for us until we were able to hire someone full-time. I mean, their staff was awesome.
I think with the benefit with Target and CDK and our end users especially, end user adoption, no matter what system you go to, is going to be a difficult transition because everybody's used to what they're used to. I think with Target's ability to be extremely user-friendly, that's helped out a lot of our users transitioning. Whereas beforehand, they just had a simple point. They could click date range, time, date, salesman, whatever, and just get a generic catch-all of a report, and then they have to go and manipulate themselves. Whereas Target, they can put all their stuff in it, and it's right there in front of them. And then that automatically adjusts itself to their needs versus them having to manipulate it later on. As people start to use it, they're starting to enjoy it more and more. So I think with the way Target presents itself visually and functionality towards an end user, I think that's helped out a lot in our user adoption.
One of the key benefits we've seen thus far in using CDK and Target together comes in our service department. One of the things that historically you want to try and maximize technician charge out efficiency. The information out of CDK takes generally a month to 45 days to get. By tying the CDK and Target tools together, we're able to put reports in technicians' hands on a weekly basis, which allows them to maximize their efficiency, which allows us to maximize our revenue as an organization. The big win we found is as soon as we turned on the switch, the technicians were going and challenging their service writers and service managers that they should be billing more hours. In turn, we've found that most technicians are billing between an extra half an hour to 4 hours per month, depending on the usage of Target by the individual technician. And all of those are just free revenue, which are adding straight to our bottom line.
The benefits to using both CDK and Target together are the day-to-day operations and decision-making that can be done with the data. CDK does an excellent job of producing some static reports, mostly within a Excel style format. But with the Target, we're able to create much more robust reporting that is both graphically pleasing, easier to read, and also lets us disseminate that information across the country with the use of the mobile technologies, and use of storyboarding on screens in each department, and also via emailed reports, all of which are different ways that people digest the data and get it right at their fingertips. Target, I believe, fits into the company's future plans just as part of the plan. It's one of the first things that we ask ourselves when we look at a change in operation or a purchase of a new system is, what kind of data set are we going to get from that system? What kind of information can we get from that data set? The first or second question always is, how do we integrate the Target? Is it something that can be integrated? And that's really become one of the boxes that we have to check when we start to talk about operational change and we start to talk about additional systems and programs, to make sure that as we develop data, we're able to ingest and digest it and use that information to make those better decisions for the company. So as far as the long-term plan, like I said, it really has developed into becoming part of the culture at Bestline, and Target's been a great partner for us to really be able to move forward at a much more rapid pace.
Target fits into our future plans in just the growth in dashboards and those type of elements that give the managers coming up today a clearer view of where we're at. It gives them tools to use and manage the business in a quicker way and not have to respond 30 days too late to a situation. So Target's just going to grow, and I think I alluded once before, it's really limited only by our imagination, and we're pretty imaginative people. So I think we're going to go a real long way with Target.